up on these foes. I had a in my shoulder. You got a bitch. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on. I got it in the bag now. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. First carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. White 25. 5-0.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rodgers. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
5-0.
2nd down, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue waiting. Screen, triple C. Hey, sub. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over. Now let's go. Green.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Over. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That's it, baby.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it in. And Winston lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jameis now on first down. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Sonic, ready, blue ready, set.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready, white 25. 5-0.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jameis to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Ready, blue ready. Sonic. 5-0.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Mayfield again. Being chased out left. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Winston. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Jaquiz Rodgers there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready. Blue ready. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
From the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue waiting. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Green, triple C. Boys out up. Boys out up.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready. Blue ready. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Winston now. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go. Boys out up.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready. Black, 22 hot. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
First down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now, and this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see A knee, and that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
This is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Buying time to his left.
Ready, blue ready. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Throwing, Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first down throw for Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Sonic.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play action now. Winston. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Landry now on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do.
There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. The Browns were successful on their lone 2-point try last season, and here they'll try again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Green, triple C. Ready. Blue, whitey. 5-0, 5-0. Sonic. Wait, that's it.
Second down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. Flag 22 hot. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
To throw, Winston. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Schobert in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Ready. Flag 22 hot.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And all the way down to the 39. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Jameis now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So, line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Ready. Blue ready. What's that?
Play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Ready. Black 22.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Sonic.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Forced out to his left. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Sonic! Green, Triple C! Sonic! 5-0, 5-0, 5-0! Boys, hold up!
Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
A first down throw from Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Hut!
Mayfield down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut!
3rd and long for Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hut!
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie. And, you know, sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Sonic. Let's go.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready? Back 25 to hut. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Go get him. Sonic. Where's that?
Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd down, Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Patriot. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff to Rashard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Green 39.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Sonic, ready, blue 80. 4 down, 4 down. Sonic, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Green, triple C.
From the gun, Winston. He'll buy some time right, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15.
Ready, blue
is Winston. He's going to fire one deep over. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Space to run past the 20. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And now running right through it. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
5-0.
Now Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
5-0.
On 3rd down, that's Rodgers. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
5-0.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Ready. Blue, ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my Benz, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big, big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. Know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about it ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break, dip, yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, no it. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
I sound.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, was underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man is just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go. I like when birds come out. Sounds like I see.